Hi everyone, Andrea here. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of some Motives Cosmetics straight out of the box. I got them in yesterday. So there's a couple things that I've had that I just needed to restock on. So those might be some favorites that I can tell you about. And then other things are new products that I haven't tried yet. So let's get started. Okay, so for starters, I'm just going to go through the box and take out the products. I'll let you know how much they are, and probably open some things that are new. And then afterwards, I will apply some on my face so you can see how they work. Alright, so first, we have, these look like some pressed blushes and eyeshadows. I have the colors Pinch Me, so it comes in a little container like this, and it's still wrapped in plastic, so we'll have to unwrap that. Or the Motives Press Blush, and then I got the same formula in a different color. Good bubble wrap. This one is called English Rose. English Rose, same packaging. And I have, actually, I'm going to unwrap these blushes and I'm going to swatch them on my arm so we can get an idea. So again, this is the Pinch Me one. Pinch Me color. I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of like a light peachy, and both colors I got are matte. So there's going to be no, oh, they actually swatched really nicely. If you can see it. I'll just take pictures. I'll insert a picture here of what it looks like. But it did swatch really nicely. It's very like opaque looking. A very soft powder. And the next one is the English Rose. So I think that was actually the first one I took out of the box. So it's yeah, it's rosy. It's just I like the matte ones, and these are just a little softer. So when I do makeup for weddings, they might be good for a bride that wants something with a little more natural color to them. This one is English Rose, and then this one is Pinch Me. But again, I will take a picture on my phone and insert it here in the video so you can see how they look in that swatch. Okay, next up, I got these Eye Illusions eyeshadows. Eyeshadows retail for $19.95, which is kind of a lot for one eyeshadow. So I'm hoping that they're really good. Let's see. So this one is Fiction. This one I liked. It was almost like a periwinkle blue. It's hard to see. It has flecks of something in it. I'm going to wait to swatch it because I want to show you this one up close. This one is Essence, which to me on the website looked kind of mauve-y. There was one that was more lavender, and I was like, okay, this one looks like a little more like beigey, mauve, purpley. Looks more pink on the screen, but I'm going to swatch it so we can compare. Yeah, there's so much light reflecting that it's really hard to see. But yeah, as you can see, there's definitely some kind of like pearl shimmer. I don't want to say iridescent because I'm not quite sure, but let's swatch it really quick and then we can see. Ones. That's Fiction, which is this one right here. Really blue, purpley blue. And then I'm going to swatch Essence. Swatch that on top. That's really pretty. This one to me looks a little more lavender, which is like the one that I didn't get, and I didn't get it because it was lavender, but it's still kind of pretty. Very frosty, actually. And then this one has some kind of gold flecks in it. So maybe I'll have to try one of those on my eyes. So that's kind of cool. Next we have, it's just one of the regular press shadows from Motives. It didn't come in the Pro palette though, and I kind of looked into it to see which ones. There's a couple that don't come in the Pro palette that they're just singles of. So this is one of those. Temperature Rising. Pressed eyeshadow, kind of like a nice brown. I think it was matte. If you go on the website now, they actually tell you which ones are matte, which ones are pearl, which ones are like metallic or whatever you're getting used to. So that's really helpful in purchasing things from their website. This one feels like really soft. It feels a little different than the other two, probably because it is matte and it doesn't have any flecks of shimmer, iridescent stuff in it. So this is that one. That's really pretty. I'd probably use that like in the crease. I love using warm colors. It's almost like a color for bronzer, but it doesn't look like it has any shimmer in here. It did look like it on the top when I first opened it, and it still does. I don't know if you can see if I move it around, but once I put it on, it doesn't look very shimmery at all. So maybe there's a teeny tiny bit, and it's not. It almost looks like a rosy shimmer, so it's just tiny bits of it in there. But that's all of them next to each other. So I think that's it for like powders, blushes, and eyeshadows. The little black dress eyeliner by Motives. I've been through a couple of these actually. They're really good. It really stays put. I'm using it for events and weddings and stuff for that reason. It's just a gel liner. So you kind of open it up, and it's a little pot, so you can use it with any kind of little angled brush, pointy brush, whatever floats your boat. So that one's good. This I was really excited about. It's been out for a little while, but I did have another color corrector palette by Stila, so I didn't buy it right away. I am starting to get low on the other one since I've had a lot of events lately, so I did get this bad boy. This is the Color Correction Quattro Colors per Correction. And this actually runs for $38.50. But when you think about it, there's a lot of product. They had their logo where they had the old one, which is kind of like had a round M in it, and like now the new one has a new logo, which is kind of nice. And just the packaging looks kind of like shiny, very pretty. Okay, I know it almost felt as if you could open it up and there's something underneath it, but I don't think you can. I think it's just this. So I'm gonna take my other hand. I'm gonna swatch these. Peachy. They're very wet, I have to say. I'm wondering how they dry down. Maybe I'll have to check it out. So that's the yellow one here. But they are very opaque, which is really great. Here's the green. Down there. And then here's the purple. Oops, I can put it there so you can see it as well. But they are very creamy. They're like, you could kind of tell by like the way my fingerprints are left in there. Super creamy. And maybe I'm gonna try a couple of these when I put the foundation on that I also got in this package. Oops, I just made a mark. Let me, I'm gonna take a picture of this also and insert it in case it's hard to see on camera after. And we can see how it all goes on. A gloss. This is La Reina. I bought it because I had so many like peachy pink, pink, purpley pink lip glosses from Motives, and I didn't have a nude one, and I came across this one. It does have some shimmer in it. I'm gonna put the box down because this is like really hard to do. Yeah, okay. So this is actually Motives by Lala. So this is one of the products from Lala's line. You see that? And it has a brush wand. And I'll just do a little piece on my hand so you can see what it looks like. It does have a little shimmer in it. Not too much. But just really nice for, like I said, something a little more natural. Sometimes the glosses can come off as like really bright, really pink. So for something a little more subtle, this is really good. And, oh, this is actually the foundation I was talking about. This is the liquid to powder. This is great for oily skin. I love this one. So this is what the bottle looks like. And this is in the color Sandy Beige. I don't know if you can see it, but And you can peel that back for, I think, more information. This is liquid powder mineral foundation with sunscreen, so it has SPF 15 in it. So that's always good in the summer. And just to tell you, because I know foundations can be a little finicky. People want to know like what, if they're thick, if they're light, if they're matte, if they're dewy, all that stuff. So this is what it says on the bottle. It says, self-setting liquid powder foundation infused with antioxidants and minerals, hydrates and conditions skin, medium coverage with sun protection for skin that's protected and perfected, oil-free and hypoallergenic. So there you go. That's most of everything. The last thing that I wanted to try is this Lumiere de Vie pore minimizing serum. So I was kind of confused because I was heard that you could wear it on your own. It can work like as makeup, but I wasn't sure if it was like a treatment. It's really hard to see. There you go. Lumiere de Vie. Here's the box. Oh, and I was going to just mention that the liquid mineral powder foundation runs for, I think, $29.95, and this one runs for, let's see, what is it? So let's see what it says on the back to give us a better idea. It says, lightweight serum that instantly blurs imperfections and reduces the appearances of pores. This innovative formula is designed to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, moisturize, and eliminate shine. Love that. Perfect for all skin tones. This universal shade gives your complexion a semi-matte finish. Oh, and then it's in like French or Spanish or something. And directions for use. Dispense 1 pump, top of hand, and use fingertips to apply evenly over your entire face. Reapply as necessary to build desired coverage. Wear alone or under makeup. Okay. I guess it's both. And you can use it as a moisturizer, which is kind of nice because in the summertime I don't like anything really thick. So let's go and see how this works. Again, it's wrapped in plastic. So I gotta unwrap it. Okay, so it's kind of has like I love the bottle. It's like kind of matte. It does come with, how many ounces? 1 full ounce. So that's actually a similar amount to what you get for a foundation, because the foundation is also 1 ounce. A lot of foundations are around 1 ounce. So I just want to try a little bit on my hand, and maybe we can kind of like compare the two and see if there's any difference. Ooh. So it feels really light. I almost expect it to feel kind of putty, because some like pore minimizers feel like that. But it is skincare, so it does feel a little bit more creamy. It is very light on my hand, so I'm kind of wondering how that's going to work with my skin tone. Once you rub it in, it does kind of feel like a moisturizer, like a wet moisturizer. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do half my face and see if that changes anything. Maybe I'll just use half of it since I'm only doing half of my face. Doesn't really smell like anything. Get my shiny forehead. This could be a good like moisturizer, primer all in one. I'll do half my nose too. I mean, my left side of my face looks a little more shiny, but not by much, because it's still like moisturizing. It's not mattifying. It just says semi-matte. So it feels nice and light, which I like. Oh no, I can't really tell. I'll have to try it under the makeup because I feel like that's really the way I would wear it. And then we can figure out, I can get a good idea and let you know how it works, how it feels as a primer. And I think that is it for now. So those are just the box opening of everything, trying out swatches of everything. And I'm going to actually do in my next video an application using some of the products. So if you want to see how they go on the face, if they're good or not. Stay tuned, and I will be back with that video next. Thanks.